Hey, what's up, guys? Jeremy again, hanging out with you on this beautiful Friday afternoon, roughly 4 p.m., same as the video I just made. I wanted to give you guys, damn, I really need to put that back. I wanted to give you guys a quick update as to what's going on with my tire pressure monitoring in this truck and what I've found out so far. So, a few things. This is a 2006 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. Does not come with tire pressure monitoring. However, it does come with steering wheel controls, which is very important because without steering wheel controls, you can't have tire pressure monitoring display in the DIC on your gauge cluster. So with that being said, step one of this whole project was to replace the good old passenger door module, that bad boy right there. As soon as you replace the passenger door module with the module out of a vehicle between 2003 and 2007, or 2006 and a half, the truck will instantly recognize that you have tire pressure monitoring, and I'll demonstrate this by turning this on. Check tire pressure. And you can see up here in the corner, the truck knows that this tire pressure monitoring system needs serviced. So I can exit out of this screen by pushing that button. And if I cycle through this button, it should go trip A, trip B, timer, and right between timer and engine hours, it should show me each tire pressure and the percentage of how full it is, or the PSI. And it doesn't. So I figured, well, the reason why it doesn't, this is what I assumed initially, is because my old gauge cluster, perfectly fine. And I figured, you know, it's got the analog PRND 321 with the shift selector light below each letter, and then the DIC. I figured that this thing just didn't come with it programmed. So I bought one that originally had TPMS. It was from like an Escalade, I don't know, some GM race car or whatever. And lo and behold, this thing does not show me the tire pressures. So I called my buddy Joe, and he sent me over to this programmer dude who enlightened me to the fact, well, here's the deal. That thing has the capability of doing what I need it to do. But I wanted to upgrade to this fancy new cluster for obvious reasons. It looks great. And it's plug and play. So I hit up technicar.com. That's www.techni-car.com. They hooked me up with this gauge cluster. $300 overnight shipping. They programmed the mileage and the VIN in for me. And they don't require a core. They don't ask for your existing shit, which is really nice. And they sent this out to me, and I plugged it in. Worked great instantly right off the bat. And, well, anyways, I was really hoping it would work as far as the tire pressure monitoring, but it didn't. So I called the programmer guy, and here's what he said. He said that I've done everything correctly. I've got the gauge cluster. I've got the steering wheel that this truck was equipped with, and I think they call it like an RPO code. It was equipped with all these fancy buttons, which means that this thing has the capacity to displaying tire pressures up here, given that that guy's installed, because every single sensor in this truck connects through that guy first. He feeds information through the CAN bus system to this guy. This guy interprets it and spits out data that you can read as a human being. And the operational parameters for safety, like as far as the recommended PSIs each tire should be at and when to let the indicator go off and ding and all that, that's all controlled by the body control module. So this programmer guy, he told me that basically what you have to do is you have to reprogram. It's called the IPC cluster. You have to reprogram the IPC so that it will display these functions. So this thing and that thing were fully capable of displaying the tire pressure monitoring information. They just needed to be programmed, which is cool, whatever. Aside from that, the BCM also needs to be reprogrammed. Obviously, I have 35s on here that I'm running at 50 PSI each. So the BCM is going to have to be reprogrammed with a different tire pressure range for each tire. That way, that light will go off and the system will work properly. So just wanted to give you guys that information, let you know what's up. And on Monday, the guy's coming out to reprogram the truck. So I'll make another video and show you guys what's going on and how everything's working out. All right, guys. If you want a gauge cluster that's awesome and you don't have to send your old one back, Technicar.com. They're awesome. Customer service is great. And yeah, have a wonderful day, guys.